Your child has suffered an injury at birth, and now the question that you have is, should you just wait and see if everything gets better or if the situation gets better, or should you go ahead and move and, speak with a medical malpractice attorney or a birth injury attorney in Maryland? Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm a childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to quickly talk with you about that question. Okay, so your baby has suffered a brain injury or some type of birth-related injury, and now your question is, should you just sit back and wait, see if things get better, or should you reach out to an attorney immediately? Now, I just shot a video that talked about, in general, how Maryland law puts a time frame on how much time you have to bring a claim. And this can be it can be a lot of things that you have to take into consideration when you are trying to run that type of analysis. But for this video today, I want to talk about something else when we are dealing specifically with birth injury cases. So if your child has suffered an injury, and one thing that is really important in this process is getting the medical records. A lot of times when we are talking about birth trauma or birth-related injuries, there are probably a lot of people who are involved in the case. That could be doctors, that could be nurses, individuals at the hospital. There's a lot of people who generally are in this process. And one thing that you have to remember, that when you're dealing with something like this, as time goes on, what happens if these people, if you can no longer find them, or if they either retire or they move away, or even in some instances, we've had in some cases, an individual may pass away, a doctor or a nurse who's very important to the case, they may pass away. So anytime that you are dealing with a situation like this, and you're wondering, should you talk with an attorney immediately or should you wait and see? I just want to make sure that you understand that there should be a lot of things that you should be thinking about in this process. And like I said, there's a lot of people who are generally involved, and the longer in time that you wait, then you increase the chance of things may be happening that you have no control over. In addition to that, remember that the longer that you wait, then that means that there's a possibility that there could be certain treatments or certain care that your baby may not be able to get because you are waiting in time, when there could be issues with funding for certain types of treatments, or if there needs to be retrofitting of the home or things of that nature. So you just have to take all of these things in consideration when you are thinking about, should you go ahead and reach out, at least talk with a medical malpractice or a birth injury attorney, or should you just go ahead and, play the wait and see game and, and move on it that way. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about this really important information? Because I'm helping you get insight into this process. I'm helping you to understand some of the things that you need to think about if you are dealing with this issue. If you have more questions about what's going on with your baby, this is what I invite you to do. Go ahead and pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or you can reach me toll free at 1-833-4BABY-HELP. You can send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer birth injury and birth trauma, medical malpractice cases just like yours all the time. This is what we do. And I will be glad to take some time and listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law here at Boston Law Group, LLC, in the state of Maryland. And we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.